All right, let's see how this fella does. So what I have is the Sandor razor, but I also did the Sprecher, so we're gonna give that a go too. All right, this is the one with the Arkansas edge on it. Oh my. Wow. Okay. Very nice. It's interesting. The steel is interesting on it because it shaves effortlessly. The glide is great, but yet I get feedback from the edge. I can feel it going through every single whisker. It's kind of different, kind of cool. Okay, let's go to the other side, and let's throw down on this Sprecher. I did another video with this, and the thing that's I have to get used to is you can see the offset to the tip of the razor from the back. You know, usually the cutting edge ends at the end of the spine. Well, this one sticks out, so I hope I don't whack my ear on this. But this is a much smaller blade. It's like, I don't know, half of what the other one was that I did. Martin, you're the one who has that. And what I put on this particular one is he requested a synthetic edge. Yeah, very nice. The other Sprecher that I had shaved very well. I think I did one other one, and they all do well. Can't complain about that. All right, let's see how it does on the sideways. Very nice. Those shaved well. All right, I didn't start this out to be a comparison between the two, but since I did them both together, I guess I have to compare them. Well, first off, as far as how this one went great. It was smooth. Like I said, you had some feedback. You know, I could feel exactly what was going on at the edge. At the edge, you know, I could feel it like hitting almost every whisker. But there was no resistance. The glide was great. It just had some actually really cool feedback to it. So yeah, this one was great. Against the grain, no problem. As far as the Sprecher, yeah, that was good. But the other one was better. That one shaved better. Now it could be some, you know, maybe a different edge on here would make it better. But I mean, it was great. But the other one worked better. So yeah, that's the wrap up with those. But yeah, this was a cool razor. You know, like I said, I've never had one of these laminated ones. But all right, so that's it for the shave. Let's take a look at those edges. All right, guys, let's go over some slides. I've had over the years people ask me to do an entire video on just slides on what I see. I kind of thought that would be boring, but you know, if I can just show you a few slides here and what it is that I look for when I work on people's razors. All right, so this is the Sandor razor. This is what a Chaucera 1K edge looks like. When I look at these, you know, obviously I look at the edge, but I'm looking to see if the edge is formed. I mean, does this thing look pointy here, or is it still kind of flat looking? You know, when you look at, first of all, this is a piece of, I think it's a piece of Kleenex here, same here, but you know, sometimes you can see this is actually like a point that formed, or a sharp edge. Sometimes it's just flat looking. It looks like it just got bumped into something. That means it's not formed yet. So, you know, this is what I look for at the 1K. Is that formed? I'm looking up at the scratches. Are the scratches even? Are they parallel? I kind of take into account the whole thing. Just so you know, this up here, out of focus, the depth of field when you're at this type of magnification, 928, you know, you're very limited as far as the area of focus. And this particular slide is going to be right in the center here. So that's a 1K. So the next step I take it to here is a 5K, the Shapton. We can see it looks fairly decently refined. Still kind of sharp, the edge, kind of toothy looking. However, what I'm pointing to here at the arrows is I wanted to make note of this thin white line at the edge. In this particular microscope, when I see that, I know that the edge is very well formed. So yeah, at a 5K to see that, that's impressive. That's a sign to me that that's really good steel, that it's capable of forming that tight of an edge at a 5K stone. I don't know if I said this, but you know, the focus here is right here. So this part here doesn't look like this, but that's because it's out of focus. It's the focus is right in this area here. All right, so next, the 8K. This is the Norton. Again, look at the lines, nice and parallel, even. The edge is getting very smooth looking. This is a synthetic stone. That's what they're going to look like. Very nicely done. So now we go to the finished stone. Not that one, this one. So go to the finished stone. This is the Arkansas. So as you look at the Arkansas compared to the Norton, I don't know, as you look at the edge, just this part here, there are some imperfections in there, but that's what a natural stone does. Some people could make a case. They say that this one looks smoother, so this one would shave better. Nah, that's just part of the picture, because to really look at the whole thing, I mean, ideally, I think you would need to look at a cross-sectional view. You know, how well formed is this edge compared to this? I mean, I can tell from the shave, this one's going to shave better. It feels better, sharper, and smoother. So yeah, that's what the Arkansas stone looks like. But just so you know, this Arkansas stone, as far as natural stones go, this is very refined edge for a stone. If you were to go and look at a conical stone, it would look probably closer to that 5K edge, you know. But yeah, so this one looks good. Now, what I did, let me see if I can, here, let's see if we can take a look at this one. I put these together. Now I have them side by side, which is stropped. Yeah, so this one is stropped here. I don't know if this is a real good comparison, only because there's really not that much difference here when you have between the fine Arkansas edge to when you strop it. So like I was saying before, a caudicle, it looks real rough. After you strop it, it looks much smoother. There's a big difference. But here, not so much. So this was, I don't know, however many I did on the linen, on the fire hose, and then I did the leather, and that's what we got. Oh, what I wanted to show you, as long as we have the finished edge, this particular slide is what that edge looked like when it was sent to me before I even started. Now this is a pasted edge. See how perfect and pretty that it looks? That's pasted. That's what pasted edges look like. You know, they look suspiciously pretty. When I see something like that, I know that that's pasted. I think he said he used a 1/4 micron on that. You know, when I look at something like this, obviously this is a natural stone edge. This one being the pasted strop. Oh, so let me show you just real quick one other example. There. All right. So actually, this was something I posted on Facebook. A guy sent me a razor, a German razor. This is the 8K Edge. Again, you know, that's pretty much what the Nortons look like. But then I finished with a Thuringian stone. This actually was a very impressive, not only looking edge, but shaving edge too. And you know, the Thuringian, I guess, kind of like an Escher, but the Eschers are supposed to be refined. Well, this was great. You can see the formation of the white line there, and how even and parallel. This was really a nice edge. And just for what it's worth, this did not take much work on the stone. 10 to 15 passes. I did a slurry, a light slurry, kind of like a skim milk slurry, 10 to 15 passes. I diluted it once to a cloudy slurry, another 10 to 15 passes, and this was it. So it went from here to here, and at most 30 passes. So I know a lot of guys will have the Thuringian stones, and they'll just work the shit out of them, and then they say they don't like the edge. Well, I've seen the edges after 50 passes and more, and it starts to get really rough and chewed up. So I think the secret to those, even on one of the Escher stones I have, is more is better on these stones. This is real pretty. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. You guys have a great day. Appreciate you sticking around if you made it this far, and enjoy your shave, and we'll see you real soon.